the Porsche is home. This is where the 240 usually goes. I just brought it home because the 240 is going out to get some suspension work. I'm going to have some coilovers done, so that's why this is here, and I will actually start doing some maintenance on it. So I'm making a good use of my trailer here, and I got this. It came with a Porsche. As you can see, when I push this, there's really no trouble on my suspension. Actually, what's moving is the trailer, so I need to get the suspension done on this. I'm towing this car there. It has a little bit of an overheating issue, so I don't want to drive it too much. So I'm dropping off the car. It might take a couple weeks for this to be done. That'll give me plenty of time for me to actually fix the 914. It almost took me all day to move these cars around, but I'm done and the 914 is at home now. So on this video, I'm going to show you the reasons why I picked this car. Normally, I don't like the narrow body. I like the wide body with fender flares, like the GT style. But when I saw this one, it was hard to say no to. I'm gonna go over a few of the reasons why I picked this car. The number one reason, it came with the fork wheels. These are genuine fork wheels, and I got 10 of these. The second part is, since you can put fork wheels, you have to have a 5-lug conversion. My older 914 that I had, the conversion was not a true conversion. It was actually drilled rollers, and it gives you the 5-lug pattern. But this one is a true conversion on the front and the rear. The other good part is it has 911S brakes on the front, and also the suspension, the shocks, they are from 911S. So that was another good reason for me to get this car. On the rear, it has built-in shocks, and it has 914 front brakes there on the back. So the 5-lug conversion with a 911 hub, especially 911S hub, was a very good reason to get this, because you have huge brakes compared to what the 914 came with. This one is very expensive. Trying to buy 911S calipers is not cheap. If you get a 914-6, they get 911T conversion, but this one, the previous owner did the 911S conversion. The other part I liked is the oil cooler. This is oil filter actually. It has nice AN filling, and then the oil cooler is down here under this shroud, and you can see it right over here. So extra oil means the car stays cooler, and it's very easy to service. So I can open this on the bottom. If you can see some bolts here, clean the filter and put it back on. Very easy access, nice AN fillings. And then fuel pump is right here on the front trunk. Nice AN fillings again. The filter is right there, easy to fix. This is K&N, so I can service this pretty easy, and they come in pretty handy. So that's another reason I picked this, because of the extra oil cooler. You can see it's pretty much guarded to save weight. The front trunk and the engine bay have been painted this silver color. The other reason I bought it is you can see it has a full roll cage. So it's a race car. I'm not gonna try to make this look any prettier than it is. It's a car to use on the track. It's a car to drive. It's a driver's car. That's what I wanted this car. You see, like the FD, it's a garage queen, very pristine car. I don't like putting miles on this, but this one I'll have no issue driving it everywhere. You can see it has some dings here and there. The other reason I liked it, it's a 2-liter engine. It was built back in 2001, and the way you can tell it's a 2-liter is because of the spark plugs. They're sideways, so they're a little bit on the side. 1.7, they're more on the top. And then the engine bay, it was painted and this silver color, and I have the MSD ignition. I don't know if this is a cash can, but I have to find out. I think it's a cash can. You can see a bolt on this side, a bolt right there underneath the spark plug, and a bolt underneath the intake. so there's no bolt on top. So that's a 2.0 engine. The only thing, I don't know if this is a 2.0 from a Volkswagen bus or it's a 2.0 from a later 914, like a 914 from 75. So I don't know, I have to look at the numbers for that. So you can see the hair hole right there is solid. It's been painted also. I poked around there. I did not see anything concerning. I know it has some rust somewhere, like the rocker panels. I think there could be rust there, but if you look at this, it looks very clean. But the passenger side is where you need to worry about, because that's where the hair hole goes. And it still looks okay, but it's not the best. So I know there's a little bit of rust in here, but if you're buying a pristine car, you need to worry about that. But this was not being sold. Although they said it's a rust-free, there's no such thing as a rust-free car. It has a side shifter. That's another good thing. I bought this because my previous 914 was a tail shifter and the gears were very vague. So this one is a side shifter and the gears are pretty tight. So the plan for the car is to actually go racing. I'll fix a little bit of oil leak I have on the back here. I think it's coming from the transmission, especially where the speedometer gear goes. I think that one is leaking, and also where the shifter is. And I'm thinking, to make it easy for me to get in, I might have to modify the cage. I might take this cross section that goes up, I might take that off. I might brace it, make it a little stronger, but start from here, go down, and then go back there. So I'll see if that's something I can do. So here I'll demonstrate how you actually get in this car. So put both feet in, then you slide yourself like this. There you go. Now I'm in. The seats are very tight, especially over here by my hips. I need to lose at least 10 pounds to feel comfortable in this car. But the driving position is very nice. You know, you got the Porsche floor mounted pedals, so they feel a little weird if you're not used to them. I got good clearance, good headroom. The cage doesn't interfere with me when I'm driving. It's just the seats need to be a little bit bigger. These are floor mounted, so I cannot move them, but I need to unbolt it and move it a little bit back. So that's not difficult to do. So the car came with a binder with the instruction how to do things, what parts to get if I were to service it. The thing is, that binder was written back in 2001, 2002, and technology has changed. I can get better MSD ignition. This is to time yourself on the track, and it goes to, I don't know if you can see it, it goes to that one over there, so you can see how fast you're going. But I can get better. Technology has changed a lot. So as I was saying, this car came with a binder and instruction on how to actually do some of the services. You can see it's a 72 2.0 service car. So you can see there is a 911S front brake and suspension, 22mm torsion bar, 23mm sway bar. You see 5 flag conversion here, 10 aluminum genuine hooks at Laguna Seca LN 158 and CS point at 209, button wheel 132, and then third heel it did 121. These are old times. This car was sold back in 2006, so it was doing these times back in 2002, 2003. If I really wanted to build a race car, I think we have way better technology almost 20 years later, and I can make it a little bit faster than this. But you can see all the modification done to this car. Got VDO or pressure gauge, VDO or temperature gauge, cylinder head temperature. There's a heavy duty fast gear lockout plate, MSD ignition with adjustable rev limiter, MSD heavy duty plug wires, and Petronic igniter, so no point, so that's a good one. Lightened flywheel, that one, if it's a street car, it might be a little challenge to drive, but you know, it adds to the fun of it. And then the front oil cooler, heavy duty oil pump, stainless steel brakes and oil lines. This is the Mecca oil filter up front. These are pricey, these are over $100. And then it has a brake bias valve. According to this instruction, it says I should not touch it, so I'm not touching it until I drive and I need to adjust. You see, it has like European lacing headers. I looked at all these modifications. On top of that, it came with a trailer. So they got the trailer, the car, and all these modifications and the wheels. I think it'll be a very fun car to drive. That's it, guys. If you have any question or a comment about the car, please leave it on the comment section below, and please consider subscribing, and thank you for watching.